We all carry scars, some visible, some hidden deep. From the bear, Carmy shows us what it's like to live with those wounds every minute of every day. Let's talk about trauma, but not as a diagnosis, but as a lived reality. In the bear, Carmy is a realistic portrayal of a damaged soul trying to win against the odds. The bear shows how childhood trauma continues to shape us even when we desperately try to escape it. We watch Carmy constantly battle who he wants to be and who he is being forced to become. It's a story that resonates with many of us at a gut level.
I'm right here.
I can't do this. Guys, I can't do this! Stop! I can't do this!
It forces us to confront the past and how it's influencing us now. Carmy's kitchen isn't just a workplace. It mirrors the chaos he grew up in, a battleground. The banging of pots and pans, the frantic rush of orders, and the simmering tensions between staff reflect his unstable and chaotic childhood home.
I'll get there when I can get there.
I'm saying, just...
Yo, Chef Sydney, I need it all day.
Okay, let's send you out some water.
Hey, Chef, I'm up for breast. Can you give me hands? Chef, Sydney!
His mother, Donna, is a force of nature, volatile, abusive, and fueled by unresolved pain. In Season 2, Episode 6, called The Fishes, we witness firsthand and viscerally the toxic environment he grew up in and how it leaves deep, festering scars on Carmy and his siblings. The family home is supposed to be a safe place, but for some, and in this case, it's anything but. Her now adult children continue to walk on eggshells around her, never knowing what version of their mother they're going to be getting.
Carmel, you handle Mom?
Yeah, I'll handle him.
Mikey, them?
I'm gonna handle him.
Our mother of victory.
Pray for us.
One moment, she's showering them with affection. The next, she's unleashing this verbal abuse. And who can forget the rule of never asking Donna, their mom, how she is feeling? We watched what happened when that was done.
You okay?
Oh my God. Oh, Natalie. Rose Berzato. Do you know how much I fucking hate when you ask me that?
This unpredictability creates a deep sense of insecurity and anxiety, wiring their brains for hypervigilance and a constant need to control their surroundings. It's like living in a war zone where the enemy is the very person who's supposed to love and protect you.
Yeah, that's the worst I've ever seen her.
You fucking piece of shit!
Carmy's perfectionism in the kitchen isn't just about achieving culinary excellence. It's a desperate and really very much a sad attempt to create order in a chaotic world. By controlling his environment.
It was me trying to fix whatever was happening with my brother. And I don't know, maybe fix the whole family, because that restaurant, it has, and it does mean a lot to people.
The kitchen, he's trying to reclaim the stability he never had as a child. But as we can see, his need for control, it creates this workplace where it's like he's almost a dictator, barking orders at those around him and keeping the cycle of dysfunction going.
Okay, I'm gonna talk to Mark.
Now get the fuck off my expo, Chef, now! Get the fuck off! Thank you! We're firing 76 beefs, 34 chickens, okay?
It's such a sad reminder that trauma can lead to a belief that control is the only way to safety, even when it isolates you from others. We watch Carmy repeat the very patterns he despises, the way he lashes out at Sydney and Cousin, his simmering anger just beneath the surface, waiting to be scratched. This is what we need to be aware of with trauma. It can take over our nervous system, making us react in ways that don't align with who we want to be. The bear doesn't shy away from the harsh reality of trauma. It shows the uncomfortable truth that healing isn't just about putting one foot in front of the other.
I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. I had a stutter when I was a kid. I was scared to speak half the time. And I got shitty grades because I couldn't pay attention in school.
It's messy, it's filled with setbacks and moments of doubt. Mikey's suicide looms large over Carmy, adding another layer of complexity into his trauma.
You know, like when I was a kid, if I was nervous, I was scared, I wouldn't want to do something, he'd always tell me to just face it, you know, get it over with.
The loss of a sibling is devastating, but when coupled with the unresolved issues of a chaotic childhood, it can be just so destructive. Carmy's guilt, grief, and unanswered questions about Michael's death become mixed in with his existing wounds, creating a tangled web of emotional pain.
I didn't know my brother was using drugs. What does that say? As we got older, I realized I didn't know anything about him.
Mikey represents a part of Carmy that he's lost, a connection to their shared past and their dreams.
We could do this, you know? Yeah. 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 Let her rip. Yeah, let her rip. Yeah, Carmy.
His death is a constant reminder of the fragility of life and the devastating consequences of untreated trauma. It's a heavy burden to carry, and it's no wonder that Carmy struggles to find his footing after this.
And the more people I cut out, the quieter my life got. And the routine of the kitchen was so consistent and exacting and busy and hard and alive, and I lost track of time, and he died.
But during all this chaos, we do see some hope. Carmy's relationship with Sydney and Richie, in particular, offer a chance for his growth and containment. They provide a safe place where he can start to challenge his ingrained patterns of reacting and learn new ways of being with people. Carmy moves from one coping behavior to another throughout the show. We see him using avoidance, repression, and denial, to just name a few.
I'm a fucking psycho. That's why I'm good at what I do. That's how I operate. I am the best because I didn't have any of this fucking bullshit. I could focus and I could concentrate and I had a routine.
He also uses what's called sublimation, where we can channel our traumatic thoughts and feelings into creative activities. In the case of Carmy, rather than letting his anxiety and anger overwhelm him, he uses these feelings to fuel his creative pursuit, which in this case is cooking.
And I was fast. I wasn't afraid. And it was clear, and I felt okay, you know? I knew which vegetables went together, proteins, temperature, sauces, all that shit. And when somebody new came into the restaurant to stage, I'd look at them like they were a competition, like I'm gonna smoke this motherfucker.
It could be an art, it could be writing or sports, for example. And it's not a distraction. It helps people release pent-up emotions and gain a sense of control. And the final creations, a painting, a song, or a food dish, are a powerful reminder of resilience and standing tall after adversity and trauma.
I felt like I could speak through the food, like I could communicate through creativity and that kind of confidence. You know, like I was good at something that was so new and that was so exciting, and I just wanted him to know that.
But the question is sublimation enough to save Carmy? I'm not so sure. It may be great to create a Michelin-starred restaurant, but many other issues keep Carmy stuck.
We can do this. Let her rip.
It's just getting louder.
This guy's nothing, and he's nobody.
Let's go!
The Bear also shows us the concept of repetition compulsion. And this is a psychological phenomenon where people unconsciously recreate traumatic situations to just gain control over them.
Now, this is a very special dish in my dysfunctional nightmare of a household. My brother Mike made this for us every single Sunday.
Carmy's desire for absolute perfection, his anger outbursts, and even his choice to take over Mikey's struggling restaurant are all signs of this compulsion. It's as if he's trapped in a loop, replaying the traumas of his past in an attempt to rewrite the ending.
My brother, who is addicted to painkillers, blew his head off on the State Street Bridge. No goodbye, except he did leave me our family's restaurant in his will, which was a nice curveball considering he never let me work there with him.
But if we were to start therapy and self-reflection, Carmy could begin to understand himself and what he does. He could develop healthier ways of dealing with his anxiety and his anger. He could learn to pick out the triggers that send him spiraling and choose a different path. There's no doubt it would be a long and grueling journey, but it would be worth it. The Bear is a story about the long-suffering power of trauma and about resilience and hope, and also the possibility of change. It reminds us that our past does not define us and that we can shape our lives. It's a call to confront our own demons and look at them head on. So if you're ready to explore more stories of resilience, to understand the human mind, and to discover the tools that can help you navigate life's challenges, try watching my next video. Together, we'll find the light even in the darkest corners.